Thank you, Lee. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm very excited to be first guest of your podcast. And my name is Oliver Lepke, and it's a true pleasure. And I really want to thank you for your time having me in your podcast. And before we started, before I proceed with my introduction, I would love to hear from you first and a little bit about your podcast, what we are doing, and how this works.
Is about teaching others. It's like, I mean, I feel that everybody has a story, and my story can help somebody else. Many times we think that we cannot do some things or we cannot accomplish certain things. In knowing that others went through the same thing, maybe in a different mode, they can be an encouragement that they can do that they're thinking about and more. So it's not about me, it's about the story. And the same thing with my guests. I feel that we all can help that other person to provide them with what they went through and how they accomplish it, how they are in the position that they're in, and what helped them.
Yeah, that's so very, very nice of you. So you're basically through sharing other people's stories, you want to help people to inspire them so that they can see that people have done certain things, and if other people have done it, they can do it as well.
Exactly. And that's more or less my story because I was wanted to do things, but I was afraid of doing it. I thought that my accent or that my that not knowing how to do it.
Yeah, the challenges, right, that we can overcome.
Exactly the challenges.
Yeah, good, good, good. So you mentioned accent. So what is your accent coming from?
My accent comes from Puerto Rico, and what about yours accent?
Okay, yes. Well, mine is a big mix. So I come from Europe. I was born
Mhm.
in Germany, but I grew up in Bosnia, which is former Yugoslavia, and I'm half Ukrainian, half Serbian. I was born in Germany, grew up in
Wow,
Bosnia, and now I live in Canada. So
you really has gone everywhere.
yeah, yeah, I'm a big mix, and I'm proud to be a child of the world, and very proud to be so international because that gives me opportunity to kind of understand more people. And they're all different, so the more people we know, the more people we can understand, and the more people we can help. So
Exactly.
yeah,
So you said that that you were born in Bosnia, but you went to Germany. And how did you end up in Canada?
yeah, good question, right? So yeah, I was born in Germany. I grew up in
Oh, okay.
Bosnia. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. And what happened is we had a civil war in the country, and it was quite devastating. It was really bad. So, like many wars, no war is good war. So,
Hmm.
a lot of people died, and I was the lucky one to be able to actually survive and move on and escape. I fled the country. So, from Bosnia, I actually went back to Germany
Hmm.
because I got ordered to go to the army, and I didn't want to go fight because I grew up in a Muslim village, and if I went to the army, I'm not Muslim, but if I went to the army, I would have to fight my neighbors and my friends that I grew up with, which totally doesn't make any sense. Who was able to escape and leave, and unfortunately, many of my friends and people that I know didn't survive, and it was
Wow.
hard. It was hard. I was seven.
That's a blessing that I think God had a purpose for you, and that's why you were able to get out of there. And not so much your other friends and maybe even family, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, now I know you have a family. Do you did they come with you or did you meet them somewhere else, your wife?
Yes. Okay. So when I left, I was a kid. I was a teenager. So I left
Oh,
when
okay.
I left when I was 17. I went to Germany as a refugee, and then I lived there for about 3 years. And then Germany, when the war was over, Germany said you have to go back, and there was no really place to go back, or didn't make sense because my whole village was pretty much destroyed. Um, and I found an opportunity to to come to Canada because Canada was still accepting refugees from former Yugoslavia. And I submitted application, and I was grateful and forever thankful to Canada that accepted me to come here. So I came to Canada was when I was 20 years old, and then I didn't speak any English, but you have to start somewhere. So
Yes.
I went to school and learned here, and then this is where I met my wife, and then started family here. Mhm.
Okay, so what is your background then?
Uh-huh. So I went to college or university here in Toronto, York University.
Hmm.
I studied IT. So my background is like a web developer and programmer, and
Um,
so yeah. It was hard because I didn't speak the language. So when I came here, I was 20, and basically all I knew how to say was hi and thank you. So it was tricky, but I did go to high school first
mm-hmm.
to to learn the language really, and then after 2 years of high school, then I went to university and got my degree after that.
Well, coming from education, because I have worked for many years in the adult education program, I can imagine that that was very hard for you to try to learn the English and then go to college and learn something completely different for you. Now, I see that you have an awesome story. It's like, I mean, I only have met another person from Bosnia that I used to work with, and yes, she also had to fled and because of the war. And I feel that everybody has a story, and with your awesome story, scary also, you should write a book.
Funny that you say that because and you're not the first person to say that. We all have different stories and different
Mm-hmm.
backgrounds and so on. And yeah, my life story probably would be a good book. However, I am writing a book right now, which is
Mm-hmm.
more on a business side rather than my
Oh,
story. But I am writing a book currently. I probably have about 60% of my book completed.
awesome.
And the book is called 15 in 15. And this book talks about 15 stories in 15 years of my life
Oh, wow.
working in network marketing business. So I dedicated like one story, like one chapter. So it's 15 stories, 15 chapters in these 15 years. And these are like powerful business lessons in network marketing to help people understand how to do the business, what network marketing is, how does it work, how to become successful. My story, my business story, my life story, my
Yes.
product story, and all these stories put together in this one book that I believe will help people tremendously understand what it takes to become successful in network marketing, and that's the book that I'm writing
Oh
right
my God, that's very
now.
interesting and important because nowadays everything is in social media and is in online. Every business there is now is all about how you market it in the social media. And I'm one that I know consistency is something, but when you have so many things to do with your own life, and there's so many people telling you one thing or another, you are not sure. I mean, I know I get all mixed up and I'm not sure. And I've seen a little bit of what you have done and I like it. So I'm gonna buy that book. You're gonna be as soon as you let me know, I'm definitely gonna write it. I'm so
I'm gonna
not write it,
actually
buy
have,
it.
I'll actually have a copy for you. So
Oh, okay. So
since I
tell
am your
me,
guest, I'm gonna have a book for you.
so tell me, what other things you do? Because you're talking about network marketing, so I imagine you worked in network marketing for many years.
For 15 years, yes. And interesting that you mentioned consistency. And one chapter was about consistency. And I was I'm explaining exactly what I was doing every
Hmm.
single week, certain activity, until I reached one important level, which is a manager in our company. And I
Awesome.
share my consistency about that. And then in another chapter, I also talk about social media And
Mm-hmm.
I also talk about attraction marketing in network marketing,
Oh,
which is
wow.
the latest powerful thing that many people don't understand. So I'm kind of dissecting it into details and explaining how
Mm-hmm.
that works. So it's going to be a really good book for anybody who's interested. They will be able, obviously, to get it. It's going to be on Amazon and all these places, but still in the process. And altogether, it's just going to be a great thing. Uh, and the main thing is, we many people have helped me
Mm-hmm.
without looking to get anything back.
That's
And
good.
this book is really not to help me, but to help other people so they can learn it and apply it to their business and help them with their business. So
Mm.
once they see my stories, once they see what it takes and how they can do it, all they have to do is actually focus and then use the
Apply.
examples,
And
apply, and
and
help
that
in
and
their
that's
journey.
so very good. And I'm so glad that you say that because in searching for help, in finding out information, not everybody that tells you that it's free is actually free.
Exactly, exactly.
So, but I'm so happy that you're gonna really write that book. I never thought that that was the book that you were gonna write. I thought it was about your life. Okay. What other products or what other things you're doing right now that has helped you with this?
Right. So in that book, I also explained my reasons why I started network marketing business because of uh, my history and my father's history, and when I understood how important health is. And the older we get, the more and more we realize what is really important and how health is important. And I decided to invest into myself and make sure that I get right nutrition, that I stay active, and that I live healthy lifestyle. Because when you're not healthy, when you're sick, then you're not good to yourself. You're not good to anybody, and it is so crucially important. And when you are healthy, then you can do pretty much anything you want.
Exactly.
When I realized that, then I started looking for a solution for a business that has these things involved. And when I came across our company, then I found products that are so natural based, that are aloe
Mhm.
vera based, and aloe is such a product that just helps so many people with many different digestive tract issues. And my father, unfortunately, he passed away when he was. Later, I realized how young he was. He got colon cancer when he was 40 years old,
Oh,
and
wow.
he passed away when he was 44. And it is hereditary, so I could, get it as well. But you know, I decided to take charge of my health and make sure that I do my best, what I can to prevent, and then
Exactly.
also teach other people how they can help themselves in a natural way using aloe vera plant and aloe products. And that's what really this is all about, to help other people. And when you help other people, with just that great feeling of
Hmm.
satisfaction and living well and living a good life, being able to help other people, or at least sometimes educate them, right? Just
Exactly.
information, experience, empowerment, and tell them that there's a chance, and there's a way to do it better and easier and healthier. So they use the aloe, they use the products, and they feel better, they get better, and then creates a great satisfaction in you as well. So
And that's great because I do believe that natural products is the way to go. Unfortunately, because the world knows that natural is best, they charge a lot of money sometimes for it and they don't promote it as much.
to be truthful to myself and know where I'm coming from, and also helping other people through this opportunity. And not only with products, but also people can work with our company, because our
Mhm.
company is growing, and we're looking for more people who would like to work with us. And
Awesome.
they can join our company, which is completely free, and then they can get the training and learn how to work with our company and how to get involved as well.
Yeah, and that's one other thing that I realized with your company, the compensation plan and the way you guys support each other. I have not seen it in any other company. So why don't you tell us what the link is or where they can find you if somebody's interested in reaching out either to consume the products or just get into the business?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's relatively easy. So my name is Oliver Lepke, and basically they would go to oliverlepke.com to contact me. In regards to products, they would go to oliverlepke.com/products, and in
Mhm.
regards to business, they would go to oliverlepke.com/business.
So that's your brand.
That's simple, simple and easy, and just visiting my website. I'm available through phone numbers, through email addresses. It's not just fill out the form and somebody's going to get back to you. It's actually me personally who always
Yes, it
respond
is.
and get back. And because I do have passion and I respond to every single message that I receive.
And I can attest to that because nobody ever like acted so fast when I did send a message, contacted me very fast, and it was a live video or live conversation that it was not just a recording or anything like that. You did do it real fast and you answered all my questions. I love the juices and the other products that you guys have. Now, in all this that you have been doing, who do you think has been, or yeah, who do you think it has been your supporter? Who do you think it has helped you accomplish everything that you have accomplished in your life?
To be honest, it's actually people of the world. And
Okay.
yeah, so when I see how they get the benefits, they just keep inspiring me to do more and push me to do more and provide more. And the more people I help, it just creates more inspiration for me. And that's what it is. It's really, helping people. So all the people that I work with, that I help, that I inspire, that's my inspiration to do more. And
And
wow,
I
thank you.
thank you for doing this, to agreeing and doing this podcast with me and doing this interview because I know there was so much about you to learn and that you went through all that and still have this heart for people with
Yeah.
everything that you went through. Thank you for being here. So, is there anything else that you would like to add to this
No, I would
to
just say
this?
thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure and honor. And it's a very special because it's your first interview. I know you've done some podcasts, but this is a first
Yes.
kind of dual or interview. So it's really a special one. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being in touch, for being connected, and I wish you all the best and many, many more interviews like this in the future.
And thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a good night.